Hello, guys. Today we are going to start a Vellum multi-layer clothing series. In the first part, we will learn how to use DA's 3D models and animated them into mixamo, adding pre-roll, fixing name attributes. I have downloaded the cloth from ArtStation. I will provide a link in the description. There are a few cloths that are free of cost, and you can use whichever you like the most. This is the DA's 3D website, it's a free software. Once you sign up you can download the software for free. The model which I had used is DA's Genesis 8 female. Once you have installed the software, create the female character from the preset and export it as an FBX. After that, head to the Mixamo website and upload your character. Once the uploading is completed, place the marker. After placing the marker, hit the next button and you can see now your character is rigged. Now you can select any animation which you like and download it. Now let's dive into Houdini. Take an FBX character import node. Select the FBX file that you downloaded from Mixamo. And in the clip name select mixamo.com. This node have three output. And the third one is for animated bones. The second one is for T-pose bone. The first one is T-pose geometry. To animate the geo we need to use bone deform node. Connect all the three inputs to FBX outputs. Let's change the timeline from 1001 to 1150. So as you see, our first frame is like this, but our cloth is on T-pose. How can we assign the cloth properly? This is a quite challenging part. Let's see how can we fix this. First, let's import the cloth that we downloaded from ArtStation. Currently, this is very high res and it's a single-sided mesh. We have another cloth geo, which is a double-sided mesh, and this will be our final render mesh. Single-sided geo is only used for simulation purposes. After the sim, we will point deform the double-sided mesh. So first let's match the scale. Take a transform node and scale down the cloth to 0.01. But there is some offset with the cloth geo. To fix this, first we need to turn off the convert unit. After that, take a transform node and set the scale size to 0.0099. Now if you see, it will match perfectly. Copy the transform node to the bones as well. You may be thinking why I haven't added a transform node after the bone deform. Because I want to save the T-pose frame of the converted unit as the rest data. Now for the cloth, we have some unwanted groups. Let's delete them using group delete node. Take a group from name node. In the name select shop material path. You can choose other attributes also, such as path if you have a proper path attribute for the clothes. In this specific cloth, there is only a shop material path attribute that was defined properly. Now you can see, it has created some groups based on the attribute. So now I'm going to use a tool that was made by me, split by the group. I will give the link in the description for this script. Select the group from name node and hit the split by group tool. It will automatically isolate each group. This tool is very useful if you have a bunch of group and you want to isolate them all with one click. So now, here we have 5 different elements. For this tutorial, we will only do simulation for top and skirt cloth. Other elements we will add in the next tutorial. Before moving further, let's add a name attribute to the clothes. Take a primitive wrangle and write this code. This code will create a new string parameter. In the string write $OS. Here we have buttons, so change the wrangle name to button. In this way, the network will be cleaner and more understandable also. Repeat the process for all 5 clothes. Once it has been done, merge all the elements and add a rest position node. If you see the first frame of the character and the cloth both are different, we need to point deform the cloth first before moving further. Take a point wrangle node and write this code. This code will set the current position to the stored rest data. Now both geo are in its rest position, so now we can use point deform node. Take a point deform and connect the cloth to the first input. In the second input connect the wrangle node. And in the third input connect the bone deform. Now if you merge both of these you can see our cloth is perfectly aligned with the animated character. Now we need to set the 30 frames pre-roll. How we are going to execute the pre-roll. We will take the rest frame and the starting frame of the animation, then we will use the blend shape node to blend the animation within 30 frames. To do this let's merge both of them. Copy the above wrangle and add it after the merge. One thing that I forgot to add to do is, in the point deform, make sure to remove the rest from the attribute to transform section. Sometimes it messed up the rest data. Now take a timeshift node and clamp the first frame to 1001. Let's increase the initial frame by 30, this will be our pre-roll frame. Take a blend shape node and connect both of the above nodes. Animate the blend value from 0 to 1 within 30 frames. If you see it smoothly got blended from the rest position to its first animation frame. Make sure to remove the rest from the attributes. Now delete all the groups using group delete. Now we need to split the character geo and the cloth geo. Before splitting, add a group node after the point deform and name it as a sim geo. Now in the split select SimGeo. Add the group delete node to the first output of slipped. Again take a group from name node. Now it will create the group based on the name attribute that we had assigned earlier. As you can now we have clearer names for the groups. The second output of the split will be our collision geo. Now this is our sim geo preparation. We need to also fix our wrap geo. We need to do the same thing that we did for sim geo, but this time we don't need to point deform it. Copy the 3 nodes and paste them here. As you can see here, we have some unconnected points. We need to remove them using a clean node. Here, you can see we have 8 shop material path attributes. In the sim geo we were having only 5. Let's first split the groups using my custom tool. Now if you see, we have separate geo for inside and outside. That is why we have 8 material path attributes. So merge all the inside and outside mesh for each element. Once it has been done, copy the name wrangle and paste it here. For the name, we will use the prefix render. Repeat the process for each element. Merge all the elements and add a rest node. Again, we need to delete the older groups using the group delete node. Now take the group from name. Add a null node and name it a deforming geo. In the next following tutorial, we will see the simulation part. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next tutorial. If you like this tutorial, you can support me on Patreon. I will keep uploading this kind of tutorial.